Welcome back to another Alien vs Predator video. Today we are on the last mission of the campaign on Nightmare difficulty. The last mission of the Predator campaign is the Pyramid mission, and basically we're going to go through here, have a little alien fight on our hands at the start, and then we're going to go ahead to a chamber where this ancient crazy Predator is at rest, and basically we're going to destroy his tomb, effectively blowing up the pyramid, and then we're going to have a big alien fight on our hands. We fight the Abomination. It is a Predalien, a mix of a Predator and an alien. Quite a creature to deal with and a major threat, so we have to deal with it. So at the start of the mission here, you see kind of a holographic display of a little thing going on, a little ceremony. Basically what I would recommend is putting mines on the ground, as there's a thing to charge your power up anyways. Right there's the little core. Basically you're going to have a little wave of aliens come at you and you're going to be prepared. You're going to have to kill them all to proceed. So I'd recommend having a little trap set up. Don't travel too far down the bridge, and it will make things a lot easier on yourself. Then once you effectively defeat all of them via using everything you have, it's kind of unfortunate that this is the only mission aside the research center, I suppose, where you have every weapon available to your arsenal. Even after you beat the campaign, you do not get access to everything. So if I were to go and replay the jungle right now, I would only have the plasma caster, which is unfortunate. I wish that you could use them, but there's also still some activity in the online community, so at least you can still use them there as well. But basically just survive this alien fight here, and then you're going to move onwards into this door up here. However, you could choose to charge up your power, I guess, recharge things, but you really don't have to, given the arena. Once you're in it, your abilities recharge infinitely when you're fighting the Predalien, which is nice because it enables you to place traps. When you put the mines down on the little islands, they'll explode and it will fall in the lava, causing more damage. But before we get to that, there is 3 things we must do. Just like the previous mission, we have to interact with a few different statues representing the humans, the aliens, and the predators. There's a lot of aliens in this area, so do your best to avoid them. The humans as well, as they're just a pain to deal with, especially these androids. They're a little tougher and a lot smarter. They will definitely mess you up on Nightmare difficulty if you're not careful, and it is unfortunate that you can get hit while executing because you cannot cancel executes. So basically we have to use both of these little things here and interact with them, but the aliens constantly spawn. No matter how many you kill, they will keep coming. So you need to do the objective as quickly as possible and hopefully avoid this fight. If you're starting to get overwhelmed, like I kind of am here, I'm starting to get sloppy, I might debate to go to the other side just so that they have some distance to cover, and I might be able to activate the other one before they're able to get me, and then come back, get this one, and be good. But for right now, I'm going to focus up and deal with this. The aliens are a lot easier to deal with than you think because their heavy attack is very well predicted, like this movement right here where they charge their arms back and their tail in the air. You have to hit them. If you get that heavy attack twice, you are screwed, you are dead. That is a mission restart. So you want to make sure that you block those. When it comes to the light attacks, just block them and hit them twice. Don't try and greed hits. Patience is the killer when it comes to these types of situations. Do your best to not give your back, because then you will be, a war on 2 fronts. Hitler didn't do good, so you're not going to do good. That's just the way she goes. Motion of the ocean, way she goes. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and activate this one now that we've got some distance here between us and the aliens. They're heading this way, climbing on the roof. So while they're doing that, we're going to backtrack and activate that one. That way we don't have to continue to fight unnecessarily, and we can keep our health shards and stuff for the big fight upcoming. So basically now that we've done this, we are now able to proceed forward and enter the Predator's chamber here where he is at rest, and then create the big boom, destroy this whole place that Wayland Corporation cannot learn anything about us. Although I wish aliens would teach us a thing or two, it would be nice, honestly, at this point with the way the world's going. Why don't they just tell us the truth, man? Like, you might as well at this point. I think most people wouldn't even care. They said aliens are real, everything else is still normal. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Life is just a mystery. Everything's a lie. Nothing matters. We're just a number. But anyways, now that we've gotten to the chamber here, we're going to get off that track and we're going to go into the boss fight. Basically, after this cutscene happens, we're going to be below into the chamber where we fight the Predalien. Now, my tips for you are to plant landmines on the islands that you are running from so that they step on it and then he falls into the lava, causing more damage, and also gets him away from you and creates distance. Also, use your plasma caster as much as possible, of course. Like I said, your energy will recharge for your plasma weaponry and mines and such in the arena, and abuse your combi stick and your throwing disc as much as possible as well. That way you can have a good damage output and get rid of this individual. The fight is going to happen right away. I will stop talking so that you can watch and learn, and it is not too shabby. As long as you keep your distance, set up traps, and then engage when you have a safe distance, you are going to do just fine. Don't overthink it, don't panic, take your time jumping platform to platform, and you will be just fine. Trust me. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to have all these little platforms in an arena that has lava on the floor. If you mess up and walk into that lava, that is an immediate write-off. You fail, you die instantly. You do not have the chance to heal or get out. And that is an instant restart, and you're back to the alien fight at the beginning, which, I mean, isn't terrible given how short this mission is, but it would be a pain, of course, to repeat. So be careful. Basically, the Predalien's going to be up your butt constantly. It's going to chase you and pursue you constantly. So keep your distance, plant those mines, and be careful. After you damage it a little bit, every like 30% of health or so, or maybe it's half, it's going to take the choice to jump up on these high platforms where it will hide from you. You will be able to hit it. Basically, I would recommend using the combi stick or the plasma caster to get those distance hits. Once it locks on, hold on with the plasma caster so that you get a fully charged shot, causing more damage rather than a light shot, and you will do just fine. So here's the fight. Here we go. Watch as I do, and you should do just fine. And remember that you're hopping island to island. One misstep leads to death. So make sure you're using your jump ability, using the precision one, holding your left trigger if you're on controller on Xbox or whatever, and then plant those mines when you get the opportunity. That way you can damage and create distance, and make sure this individual isn't behind you. In the main part, there is this big circle. It's a big loop. So there's some perfect opportunity for you to plant mines and have a little trap so you can run the Predalien right into it and cause a bunch of damage. I would highly recommend that you run the alien vision on your mask here. Basically, you press the B button twice. The first one goes to your normal human vision, heat vision, and then the second one goes to your alien vision. I would definitely recommend checking it regularly, especially if you lose sight of this individual, as when it gets close, it hits quite hard. And just like that example right there, it came out of nowhere. I had no idea it was that close to me. So definitely do your best to keep an eye on things and be aware of your surroundings. I know it's typical, but one misstep, one wrong mistake on Nightmare is super lethal. You get heavy attacked when you just got a little bit of damage, you are dead. It is absolutely ridiculous. Make sure you have health shards on you and only use them when you absolutely have to. You can take a hit on Nightmare, it's fine. But this is what's going to happen. After you damage it a bit, it's going to jump up into these little parts around the arena at the top, and then basically you're going to be able to lock onto it when it is running away, which is nice, and also while it's up there. So if you get the opportunity, by all means engage, but then it's going to come down and start pursuing you. So this is where using the alien vision is quite handy, as I have no idea where this individual is, but thanks to this, I will be able to know, and the more information you have, the better, of course. Now I have some distance to use my plasma caster. Of course, do your best to not do it while it's jumping, because that will fail, and then this will happen. As you can see, I'm injured, but that's all right. I have some time. I still have things around. I can still destroy the islands if need be, and the vision is what helps. And like I mentioned, once you have the opportunity and the distance and the shot, definitely abuse your plasma caster. With it infinitely refilling, it's kind of overpowered. Honestly, I think you should just have the one load and then have to use your throwing disc and your combi stick myself. That's just my opinion. I think having it infinitely recharge like the tutorial is kind of overpowered. Even on Nightmare difficulty, I think it should be more of a challenge, especially with such a hybrid creature. You know, I think it should force you into a little more of a difficult situation. But basically, after this happens, we're going to finish it off, and then after that the whole thing's gonna collapse. You'll get to see the ending of the campaign. It does not have a different ending because it's on Nightmare difficulty. It's not like the Halo games, unfortunately, but that's okay. So for the final time here, we're going to use our alien vision to locate this individual, take him out, finish the mission, and then we're at the end of it. Basically, that's the whole Predator campaign done. Not basically, it is. And now we're on to the alien campaign next. I'm going to do the marine campaign last because that one is going to be such a pain. After the third mission, it becomes such a hassle. It is absolutely cancerous. So having that said, the alien campaign will be next, as it is my next favorite to play. It is so fun being able to hiss whenever you want, being able to go on the roof, climb walls, do whatever, and you can see people through walls and stuff because you can sense them. It's pretty cool. Alien campaign's coming up next. This is the end of the Predator Nightmare campaign. It is all done. I will see you in the next Alien vs Predator video. I appreciate you watching this series. We are on to the next. There is many more to come, as well as some Elden Ring boss fights, some guides, some quest help on the way as well. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. My stats of this mission are at the end, and it will show the Nightmare difficulty, and you get 4 times the score, so it's quite nice. You can get a higher score on all the missions when you're on Nightmare. Good luck, enjoy, and thank you for watching.